We are desperate. Orcs, dragons, demons, and the dead make haste toward Monarch City. The king and the entire realm are in need of valiant heroes. Will you answer the king's call? Hey everybody, it's Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my playthrough of Defenders of the Realm. I want to thank one of the longtime viewers of the channel for recommending that I bring this one back out to the table. I played this one once, and it was years ago, and I absolutely got destroyed. That's my memory. I haven't rewatched my old playthrough, but that's just the impression that sank into my heart, was that this game is really difficult. So, I'm going to be doing another playthrough today, and I'm going to be adding in a few little house rules that are actually some things recommended by the designer of the game that can help make things a bit easier or even speed up the game a little bit. So, I'll be explaining that in just a moment. Wanted to let you know I'm going to be playing 4 heroes: the Paladin, the Wizard, the Dwarf, and the Cleric. And I'm going to be starting with each of these characters with one completed quest. And this is something that was recommended by the designer as a way to make the game a little faster. So it gets some use out of these quest cards, making them a little easier to get out on the table right away. So for the Paladin has the Helm of Power, giving him an extra hero card each turn. The Wizard has one of the best things, I think, the Amulet of the Gods. I don't know if it is, but it seems like it's a pretty good one. The Dwarf has the Boots of Speed, and the Cleric has the Unicorn Steed, which will allow her to move around like she has a horse. And I think you get a reroll in combat. Another thing I'm going to be doing to speed the game along is I'm going to be starting each of the heroes with 3 cards instead of 2. So I'm going to be giving an extra hero card for each of our 4 heroes. The setup process for the minions and the generals, and as far as those rules go, all of that will stay as normal. So let me put these guys on the board. It's going to give us a total of 30 minions on the board, which is the standard. You know, is it just me, or does the northeast seem to be the worst part of the board? I don't know why. In the little test runs I've made, kind of trying to get familiar with the rules again, seems like the northeast just turns into a horror show up here. Alright, so standard setup is done. 3 hero cards per character on this first turn. Magical items distributed, and each hero will get a unfinished quest, a current quest that they should be pursuing. Paladin is going to get Scout the General, Balazarg. Wizard gets Orc Hunter, attempting to take down 6 orcs. The Dwarf gets Demon Hunter, attempting to kill some demons. And the Cleric gets Amazon Envoy, need to get some help or request some help from the Land of the Amazons. So that will be the quest they're currently working on. So let's get started. Well, the Paladin will spend his first action to go to the Dancing Stone. And although he can move 2 spaces on his horse, we're just going to have him move 1. I don't know. maybe another hero can come up behind him and help out. Why don't we have him move too? Let's take him to the Whispering Woods. So the paladin, while wandering through the Whispering Woods, encounters 2 orc patrols. And for his next action, this will be his second action, he's going to attempt to fight them. Rolling the dice, he needs a 3 or higher. We rolled a 4 and a 2. That is good enough to kill one of them. All right, for his next action, he's going to take his third action to fight. Or should he move on? Why don't we move on to the Thorny Woods? So we're going to spend our third action to ride our horse 2 spaces to the Thorny Woods where the general is. And he has 3 minions there. We're going to spend our fourth action to attack these 3 minions. Alright, so using my little pointer, I'm right up here on the edge of the board where the orc general is. And that is 2 successes. We've been able to kill 2 orcs there. So I need to be careful in tracking my actions. I rode the horse, that was 1. I fought there for 2. Rode again 2 spaces, 3, and attacked for 4. Have 1 action left. I think I'm going to attack the remaining minion that is there with the general. And we got a 5, and that should do it. Alright, so we've started off pretty well with the paladin. Due to his Helm of Power, as the evening comes, he's going to get 3 new cards. And then we're going to take a Darkness Spreads cards. And our first one is All is Quiet. No Dark Lord minions spread and no generals move. So we're starting up the next turn, the turn of the wizard. And he has a couple of green cards in his starting hand. I'm wondering if we should consider rushing the orc general. We might do that. So let's spend an action and move our wizard to Wolf Pass. I know there's only 1 minion there, but that's going to be his first action. For his second action, he's going to attack that 1 Dragonkin minion. And we rolled a 6. That's good enough to take that one out. Wolf Pass is clear. Alright, we're going to spend our third token to move up to Seagull Lagoon, where there are 2 Dragonkin minions there, and spend a 4th token to attack the 2 of them. And that was a terrible roll. I didn't get either one of them, even with my Amulet of the Gods. Last action remaining, I'm going to teleport. And I'm going to go to the Orc Chief's location. So there we have it. The Paladin and the Wizard have settled into the Thorny Woods, tracking the Orc Warlord. And we're going to draw 2 hero cards for the Wizard. Let's hope we get some green. We got a special and another special. One of them being a spell. Darkness Spreads. All right. Let's see what we have here. I don't think the general is going to move. For some reason, my eyes always jump to this first. that says Greenleaf Village, and that's later on down the road. So Sapphire the dragon does not move. 2 Dragonkin in Bounty Bay, however. So those have been placed. We need to put 2 undead in the Brookdale Village. And that's going to wrap it up for the wizard this turn. Alright, our dwarf is up next with the +2 actions per turn due to this Boots of Speed. We'll spend a token, and I think we will use a horse card for travel. And we're going to travel 2 spaces to the ancient ruins. And let me think, do I want to have him fight here or keep moving? Alright, the dwarf is right there facing down 2 demons. I'm going to let him take 1 swipe at these guys. 4 or higher to hit, and that's not good enough, so that's a failed attack attempt. I think I'm going to have him keep moving. We're going to spend a 3rd action token and another horse movement card to move 2 spaces to the Blizzard Mountains. And there we'll spend another action and take a swipe at these 3 Dragonkin. So he's right there with the 3 Dragonkin. I'm going to try to roll the dice right here. And it's 5s or better that can take out the Dragonkin. These are tough. However, as a dwarf, I think he gets to re-roll any failed dice in combat against Dragonkin. So we're going to re-roll these 2. We're going to keep that one. And 4. Still not good enough. So we got 1 of them, I think. I think I'm going to stay and fight some more. So I'm going to spend another token and attack these other 2 remaining Dragonkin. We got 1 of them. I'm going to re-roll the 3. And a 4 is good, but not good enough. So we got 1 more. For my remaining 2 actions, I think I'm going to advance to the north and join the other heroes in the Thorny Woods. Alright, let's draw our 2 hero cards. Got a special one and a black. And then Darkness Spreads. Let's see. This would advance the orc. Like I said, my gaze always jumps to the general movement. Orc Valley is way down the road, so he's not leaving. That's good. Father Oak Forest is going to get 2 minions, and Pleasant Hill will get 2. Father Oak Forest will is right here. That's going to get a total of 3 minions on there. Alright, it is our cleric's turn. She's got her 6 actions, several cards, and her magical steed, the unicorn. So she can move kind of like the paladin, 2 spaces. Her quest card is to be the envoy to the Amazon, land of the Amazons. Well, I think we're going to head towards the Orc General. Alright, I think I have the turn somewhat planned out, but I'm not sure how it's going to play out. For her first action, she's going to move to the Dancing Stone, and she will attack the two undead that are there. That's going to be her second action. 4s or higher. She actually gets +1 against the undead and demons. I'm going to double check that. Yeah, undead and demon minions. So that's a 4 and a 7. And that's good enough to kill both of them. Off to a good start. For her next action, she's going to ride the unicorn 2 spaces to the ancient ruins. And for another action, she's going to attack the 2 demons there. 4s or higher again. That's a double kill again. All right. 2 actions remain. We're going to ride the unicorn 2 more spaces to join the party around the orc chieftain in the Thorny Woods. So everybody is there. For her last action, she will initiate a group attack on the orc general. All right, let me bring this guy down here a little closer so we can check him out. Combat skill. He parries. So for each 1 you roll, he's going to negate one of your successes. Well, I think I'm going to have the cleric. A cleric is initiating the entire group to attack. She's going to take the first swing. And she can only commit 1 card here. And no success. All right. Next in line. Who's going to go next? Maybe the dwarf would attack. The dwarf has this card, which can give him 2 dice. And he has a special card which can allow him to attack any general. So it gives him an extra. So we're going to go there. Hey, I forgot the cleric's reroll. I think that works against generals as well. And it grants a reroll each combat. So what would she have gotten on the reroll? She would have gotten a success. So here I'm not really sure what to do because he has a parry. He parries successful attack for each 1 rolled. Eliminates 1 hit for each die that a 1... That's at the end of rerolls. At the end of rerolls, it says. So I think she hit him for 1. And it doesn't say that the unicorn's reroll is limited to just minions. The unicorn steed grants 1 reroll of failed dice, any number, each combat. So she rolled a 1. She rerolled. She got a 6. The rerolls are finished. There's no 1s on the table. Nothing is parried. So yeah, that she hit and did 1 damage. All right, so that's where we are. Now we're to the dwarf rolling 3 dice. that is nothing because he doesn't get any rerolls, and that's a success, but that's a parry. Wow. No successes. All right, we're going to our wizard next. Our wizard has a couple of special cards here, and 2 for the orc general, so he can roll 4. Let's see what we get. And success, success, success. That's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's down to his last hit point. The paladin is the only one left. I don't think he had too many cards. He had 1 and a special card with 2 others. So a total of 3 dice for the paladin. Come on, no parries, no parries. And that's 1, 2 successes. That's enough. I think we just killed the orc general. Well, the killing blow was landed by the paladin, and he is now the orc slayer. All of the heroes present, that's everybody, is rewarded with 3 hero cards, and the war status advances to mid-war, early mid-war. Well, handing out the loot, all the heroes that participated in the battle get 3 hero cards. And we advance the war status to mid-war. I guess you could say early mid-war. So we're going to need to draw 2 darkness spreads cards. I'm jumping ahead just a little bit. The cleric just added 2 more cards for the evening. So she is set. Now we'll do darkness spreads. Again, I jumped to the general movement. He's not here, thank goodness. 1 demon in Orc Valley and 1 dragonkin in Bounty Bay. All right, Orc Valley, Bounty Bay goes to 3. The next card we draw, because we're in mid-war now, is just for generals. And it says that Balazarg, the demon, would advance to Angel Tier Falls, and that's a little too far away. The next space he would go to is Raven Forest, so no advancement, fortunately, for the demonic general. Well, my goodness, what a first round of turns. We were able to, with the help of our starting magical items, our completed quests, and a few extra hero cards, we were able to charge in and take out the first general in the first turn. Wow. So I don't know how it's going to play from here on out, but let's continue the game, and I hope you'll join me for the next round coming up soon.